Alright, let me switch on the recording. Yeah, okay. Yeah. So, thank you very much for having Beetroot Academy, being able to come here to Aalto and learn about your game. Could you please tell a couple of words about yourself and about your organizations that you're working for?
Ladies first.
Okay. I'm Elina Kähkönen and I'm working here at Aalto Design Factory. And I'm head of Aalto Minor Program, and our intention is to enhance all kind of working life skills, including entrepreneurship and interdisciplinary teaching here in Aalto.
Right.
Yes, my name is Håkan Metsa. I'm working at an organization called Aalto Ventures Program. So our mission is to teach entrepreneurship and entrepreneurial skills to students, either through our own courses or then like you saw today where we cooperate with other teachers and other courses, and we bring them some entrepreneurial capability training into other sort of teaching situations.
I see, I see. So we're going to be using the game that you both have developed in our course at Beetroot Academy for entrepreneurs in Ukraine. Could you tell a couple of words about how you developed this game?
A true story. Well, it was we had this Aalto Entrepreneurship Summit coming, and we needed something for the teachers who were about to teach about entrepreneurship. And we had experience. I had that experience on one board game, not like this, and you had experience on walking through the process, and then we just merged the ideas somehow together, and then we ended up into this kind of setup.
Because one of the challenges we have when we try to, we actually also do teacher training, so we teach sort of other, sort of specialty teachers also to how they can integrate entrepreneurial and work-life skills into their training. So the challenge there that we have is that if we say that you need entrepreneurial skills, it's quite abstract, and the teachers don't really necessarily understand what we are talking about. So the point of the game was that by sort of thinking about what steps are needed in a business to actually create a business, then they would kind of tell themselves what kind of skills would be needed in order to create a business, and then kind of those skills would then be form the basis for entrepreneurial teaching.
All right. Yeah. So basically, the primary goal was to teach teachers about teaching.
That's how it started. Yes.
Well, how could we basically expand the value for students that are using this game?
Basically, in the same way as here, it has been used at least in 2 courses now since its launch in December last year. So it has been available for only a couple of months, but for the students it is a way like we used it today, just to check what they have learned, what they still are missing, and what is to have an overall picture of the whole process. If you noticed when we just a minute ago were testing it, all the time the students, they had their discussion focused on somewhere between the idea and the final presentation. So where we want them to be. So it fixes it, and with the questions they can also check what they know and reflect.
Right.
And then we used it we used it in an entrepreneurial course. So then we had it as more or less the first session. So then the students went through thinking about what are the steps, and then in that way then they were kind of telling themselves what they needed to learn.
Right.
Then another situation where we used it, with a big research group. So again, the research group was thinking about how would they make their research results more kind of easily commercializable.
Right.
So then they had to think about a sort of a concrete commercialization case again with this game, and then out of that they started to think then about perhaps should we in what way could they either decide on what research to do or plan their research projects so that the results would be more easily then taken into commercial use. So it can be, adapted to very many situations, where in all the situations, the main point is that, the people have actually quite good kind of intuitive understanding of what entrepreneurship is. When we give them this sort of task, most people actually quite well understand what are the steps, that they are needed on some kind of reasonable level. So this kind of makes them articulate that thing that they know, and then understand that, okay, if I need to understand something about creating a new business, these are the things that I might want to sort of improve my skills.
Yeah, and also to make them understandable for the whole team when they are making it together, so that it is way for communicating each other's experiences and ideas. So it is it has proven to be quite flexible for many kind of purposes.
Yeah, I mean what we do nowadays, so like the basic concept stays the same, but the questions, I mean also like the goal, the questions, all of those we tend to then customize for each situation. So it was about 2 hours now to actually sort of create the customized set of questions for this game. And then the last part now where they needed to then plan their kind of the work leading up to their final presentation, then that is also very customizable. So for instance, when we do this with teachers, then for instance they might think about, okay, what are now the sort of things that the learning goals that they want to include then perhaps in a course or in a program or something like that. So the overall framework is proven out to be very customizable to very many different kinds of situations.
It's great. That's really great. And probably the last question for today, what is a piece of advice that each of you could give to aspiring entrepreneurs?
Good luck.
Well, I mean, we see, the biggest problem, of course, at least, that's what the theory says is that the biggest problem with companies or startups is the team. So make sure that, you first build a team that you want to spend the next 5 years with, kind of battling hardships. And then, if you found a team like that, then most likely you can make something interesting out of that.
And you find the problem.
Yeah, that's the next step. So start with love the problem.
Yes. Love your team and love your
problem.
All right. Thank you very much for sharing your thoughts and being with me today and teaching us how to use this game that our students gonna use in our course in Ukraine and Beetroot Academy.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
And of course.